Caramelo by Sanda Cisneros. We're all little in the photograph above Father's bed. We were little in Acapulco. We will always be little. For him, we are just as we were then. Here are the Acapulco waters lapping just behind us, and here we are sitting on the lip of land and water. The little kids, Lolo and Mimo, making devil horns behind each other's head. The awful grandmother holding them, even though she never held them in real life. Mother seated as far from her as politely possible, Toto slouched beside her. The big boys, Rafa, Ito, and Tikis, stand under the roof of Father's skinny arms. Auntie Lightskin hugging Antonita Araceli to her belly. Auntie shutting her eyes when the shutter clicks, as if she chooses not to remember the future, the house on Destiny Street sold, the move north to Monterrey.
So here goes with the second story for Sandra Cisneros is Caramelo. And she started with what? Here she explains and she draws for us a picture to imagine. So Sandra's ability to draw the picture is great by using the vivid words, exact words, vivid verbs to show the exact scene as if you are there. So while you read the lines, you feel like you enter the house of Sandra, so you can see what she sees. So here in question E, the author's purpose, reread lines 3 to 11. Consider your own reaction to phrases such as making devil horns, these and the awful grandmother. What purpose do they suggest? So these phrases do what? They suggest a purpose of entertaining. She wants to entertain the readers. So when you read her books, because it is a part of a big novel, so when you read the novel, you feel like you're not bored. Through a vivid look at the description of the vivid words, the vivid verbs, you can have a vivid look at the family. Okay?
Here is Father squinting that same squint I always make when I'm photographed. He isn't acabado yet. He isn't finished. Worn from working, from worrying, from smoking too many packs of cigarettes. There isn't anything on his face but his face, and a tidy, thin mustache, like Pedro Infante, like Clark Gable. Father's skin pulpy and soft, pale as the belly side of a shark. The awful grandmother has the same light skin as Father, but in elephant folds, stuffed into a bathing suit the color of an old umbrella with an amber handle.
So Sandra here continues the description of her father, and she says he, with his mustache, like Pedro Infante, who was a American Mexican singer, or Clark Gable. Clark Gable was a very famous American author at those time, girls. You don't know him, but he has this little thin mustache on his lips.
I'm not here. They've forgotten about me when the photographer walking along the beach proposes a portrait, un recuerdo, a remembrance, literally. No one notices I'm off playing by myself, building sand houses.
So we understand that Sandra is telling us about the picture above a hang on the wall above her father's bed. Who were in this picture? She mentioned everyone was in the picture. At the end, she tells us a surprise. She says, what? I'm not here. I'm not in the picture. They have forgotten about me. When the photograph walking, at all times before the mobiles, before the cameras, girls, when we were sitting on the beach, a man used to pass by and he offers to, of course for money, he offers to take a memorial picture for us, and then he printed it and then we buy it with money. So the photographer walking along the beach proposes a portrait, a picture, okay, a remembrance, literally, to remember the good time, the quality time you spent with your family on the beach. So they stood to take the picture, and no one noticed that she was playing with the sand and building houses with the sands and castles. So she was not in the picture, and what hurt more, they didn't realize that she is not in the picture.
They won't realize I'm missing until the photographer delivers the portrait to Katita's house, and I look at it for the first time and ask, when was this taken? Where? Then everyone realizes the portrait isn't complete. It's as if I didn't exist. It's as if I'm the photographer walking along the beach with a tripod camera on my shoulder asking, un recuerdo? A souvenir? A memory?
So it hurt Sandra so badly. So when she saw the picture, she asked them, where was this picture taken and when? So when they looked at the picture, they now realized that she was not in the portrait. So the portrait is incomplete and as if she doesn't exist. She felt so sad. She felt like she is the photographer who is walking along the beach with the tripod camera on his shoulder and asking a souvenir, a memory. Shall I take a picture for you? She's not one of the family. Okay, you got it? The last question is F style and voice. Cisneros style is often characterized by loosely structured sentences, such as those in lines 20-27. I'm not here. They've forgotten about me, and the loose structures. What aspects of Cisneros' voice comes through this type of writing? Why she writes this? Sandra's style suggests that she is someone who has a zest for life, a desire for life, and she cares a lot about her family. And on the same time, she has a sense of irony and sarcasm. And she said, I felt like I am the photographer walking along the beach. So she cares a lot for her family. She has a sense of irony and she is somehow sarcastic. When we look at the picture, girls will feel like she is Sandra, but of course here is a big girl, not as small as was Sandra small. Okay, girls, we finished the two stories for Only Daughter and Caramelo, and now the time for the comprehension questions. Thank you.